The Prima POS can be loaded onto any low-cost Windows POS system, like this, for example. It can be linked with a barcode reader, a cash drawer, and a thermal receipt printer. Don't worry if you don't want to use anything like this, though, because you don't have to, as it's also able to be managed directly through any standard Windows PC. So we'll have a look at how we actually use the POS system. So at the beginning of every day, we're going to come over here to our activity tab and we're going to open our float. So you're going to type something along the lines of opening balance or opening float, whichever you desire, and then just a value, so how much you wish to open your till with, and then go ahead and hit start. So this grid here is going to show us any cash, card or voucher payments that are made throughout the day, any transactions. So a little bit later on, we'll come back here and have a look to see how it's updated. For now, we'll just hit close. So there's two main ways of making a sale on the POS. We have cash sales and trade orders. First, we'll look at cash sales. So this is for any walk-in customer, so someone who may come in every so often, but isn't necessarily an account customer or a business. You'll see it's automatically populated with your cash sales account that you would have in your Prima client database and with your store location, your HQ. If the customer just remembered, oh, actually, no, I do have an account with yourselves, I do have a business set up with yourselves, you can go ahead and hit this change account button over here, and it will automatically swap the order over to a trade order. So in any information that you've already inputted will just swap over to a trade order for you, so you don't have to put it in again. So now we'll look at how we're going to add items to the order. At this point, if you had linked a barcode reader, you would simply scan your item and it'll populate here in this grey screen. Again, don't worry if you didn't want to use a barcode reader, as you can manually input the barcode number using this button down here, or you can search for the item like you would do in your Prima database using your item code or a short description, then press enter or search. Select the item you wish by double clicking, and you can see it's been populated onto our order for us here. Down here on the left, we also have what we call our till favourites. So these are any items that you sell on a regular basis, so something that you would always have in your storefront. You can simply click on these. It's for quick use really. Click on these and they'll get added to your order for you. You'll see the item I've added there is a miscellaneous product. This is generally what you would use as, like, say, a consumable item. So you could use it for photocopying or for any end of line items that you may be trying to sell. If you're wanting to change the invoice description for it, you would simply double click into the line and you can enter an appropriate description. So, and then just hit save and close. And you'll see your invoice description's been updated for you. So if you're wanting to make any amendments to your items, all you simply have to do is highlight the line you wish to add and then hit quantity. So if you're wanting to update your quantity, simply type it in and hit save. Again, for price, if you're wanting to amend the price, so this is an end of line item, so you want to amend your price, highlight and hit price. Enter your new price. You can put a reason if you want to in here, but you don't have to, and then hit save. And the same for any discount that you want to apply. So if you want to apply, again, a discount to this item, simply highlight the line and then hit discount and put a percentage in. You can put a reason if you want to, but you don't have to, and then hit save. And it'll apply a discount to this line. You will see there are two discount buttons. So the one we've just used applies a discount to just an individual line, so just the line that you highlighted. If you're wanting to apply a discount to the overall total of the order, then you would use this one down here. But we'll have a look at that one a little bit later on. Okay, so here on, oh, sorry, I do apologise. Also, if you wanted to remove a line, any line that you wanted to remove, the customer's changed their mind, you would simply, the same process as before, highlight your line and then go ahead and hit remove. Yes. And it'll take the line off for you. Okay, so here in the bottom on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see our total summary. Once you're happy and you've confirmed everything with your customer, you're going to go ahead and hit complete. Okay, so this screen here is telling us that we have none of this item available. So some of the stock on our shelf isn't matching our numbers in Prima. So we need to go ahead and update our stock. Now, if you know that you have the stock available, you've got it there in your hands, or you know it's in the back office, you would simply hit this update stock button here. However, if you're going to have to purchase the item for the customer because you don't currently have it available, you would hit the move down button. And this item's now going to show up within your requirements list for you to purchase as normal through your Prima database. For now, we'll just leave it as it is and we'll just update stock. Also, with regards to stock, you are able to set up a separate depot to manage your store inventory. So this will keep your stock separate from any other stock that's needed for telephone or internet orders. Don't worry though if you choose not to do this, but if you don't create a separate depot and the item is in stock, all that will happen is that the items will be taken straight out of your normal inventory and automatically allocated to this order, like it would do any normal sales order within your Prima database. So we've updated our stock, we're just going to hit complete again. So you can see there's a number of different ways to take payment. You've got cash, card, voucher or cheque. If they're wishing to pay by card, it will ask you to input their bank details, their card details here, and then just hit submit. Or if they're wishing to pay by either cash, voucher or cheque, it will ask you to type in how much has been tendered. You do have the big buttons down here for quick use. If you had a touch screen, sorry, I must say, if you had a touch screen, any of the buttons that you see on screen, you would be able to just simply touch rather than having to click on them. But again, don't worry if you don't, it's just a normal PC, you can just click on them. So we're going to enter the amount tendered. And you'll see it's automatically calculated how much change we need to give. Once you're happy, go ahead and hit save. And at this point, if you had a till drawer, it would automatically pop open for you for you to take the cash and to give out any change. And the same for your thermal receipt printer. If you had one of those linked up, it would automatically print your receipt for you to hand to the customer. Don't worry again if not, because you can just print out a copy of the invoice here. So that's our cash sales. Now we're going to have a look at trade orders. So for your account customers, it's pretty much the same process, just a few little tweaks. So like within your Prima database, you're going to search for your company using either the company name or account code. Then just double click the company you wish to select. And there you go, it's been populated up here for us. We have our customer name. Now we're going to click this edit details button over here. So any departments, cost centers, locations or contacts that you have within the company details within your database will show up in here. So if the customer wishes for the item to be delivered, you click on show all locations, select the address you want it to be delivered to. Just by double clicking, it'll update it there. And the same for contacts. If you're wanting to change the contact, simply double click and then hit save and close. You'll see it's updated our address there, ready for delivery. And then it's the same process as before. If you're wishing to add any items, you've got your till favorites down here on the left. You could scan it on using your barcode reader, or you can enter them by manually entering the barcode or searching as you would on the item code. Also, again, you've got your quantity, price and discount buttons down here. So if you want to use any of these, simply highlight the line and then click the relevant button. And we have our overall discount button down here. So if you're wanting to apply an overall discount to the total of the order, you simply click this button here. You've got the option to enter a percentage amount or a brand new total altogether, a new price altogether. So 10%, for example. You can put a reason in if you want to, but again, you don't have to. And then just hit apply and close. So you'll see down here on the right, our totals have now all been adjusted. So we're going to go ahead and hit complete, where you're going to see another slight difference now. We now have the option to pay by account. So if the customer has a credit account with yourselves, you can simply hit this button and it'll process the order like it would do in the back office and print a dispatch note for the customer to sign to say they've received the goods, and then a copy of the invoice. Or if they don't wish to add it onto the account, you can follow the same processes as before with your cash, your card, your voucher or cheque by hitting the payment button. Today we'll go ahead and just place it on account. So here's our dispatch note for us to print, and then a copy of the invoice. So we'll just quickly head over to our database so we can see what it would look like in here. So you can see here's our cash sales orders. They are both in an invoice status because the customer's taken the goods away with them. So this was our trade order here, and this was our cash sales order here. If the item had been put in your requirements list, they would have a status of requested. So this screen here at the beginning of the POS is showing us all our open orders. So these could be orders that have been placed by other users, or anything that's not been paid for or is not currently in stock and is awaiting delivery or pickup. They're going to stay here on this screen as an open order until the customer comes in to pick up the goods, or you send them out for delivery, and then you would just double click into them again and just dispatch the items and complete it as normal as we've just done. So that's how we create an order. Now we're going to look how we create a return. So we're going to hit this returns button up here. Same as before, you're going to search for your customer like you would do within your database. So type in the company name or account code, just select the company. And on the receipt that you've given them, there will be a receipt number. Simply enter that receipt number and hit OK. So any items that they purchased on that receipt, you are now able to mark for return. So we've reached the end of the day. We need to go ahead now and close our till. So we're going to head back over to our activity tab. So you'll see the grid's been updated now with the cash payment that we took earlier. It will show cash, card or vouchers. Anything that was placed on account will not show in this screen. So we're going to go ahead and hit end. And that's closed our till for the day now. If you wish to print out a report of today's transactions, you can do that using this print button here. There you go, you can see all our transactions that we've taken from when the till was open to when the till was closed. And with most reports in Prima, if you go to the criteria tab, you can set your date range, so it could be anything that you wanted to look at. So it could be last week, last month, just today, yesterday, whichever you choose. I'll go ahead and close that. So finally, we'll just head back over to our database where we'll have a look at those till favourites and how you set those up. So you would come across to stock and then products, enter the item code you wish to set up as a till favourite. And then you'll see here in the middle of the screen, we have our till favourites button here. Tick this and then hit save. And we'll head back over to our till a second and we'll see how it's being updated. So there you go, there's our new item that we've just added as our till favourite, ready for you to use on your future orders. So that concludes today's forum. Thank you everybody for listening.